Jazz is struggling with her depression. Zoey is avoiding Aaron. And Doug might just be about to get caught between a rock and two beautiful women. What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you again with another grownish video right here on Erica Vane TV. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so that you don't miss out on any of my grownish videos. In episode 13 from season 4, which is what we're going to talk about in this video, the story centers around Jazz for the most part. We really get to go on a journey with her into her mind, into her season of depression that she's currently in as she struggles with sadness around a lot of the changes that have happened in her life, from not making the Olympic trials to not being able to be with her sister who did make the Olympic trials, to breaking up with Doug, to now the breakup with Des, and just really not understanding or feeling like she has clear direction or joy in some of the things that she's doing throughout her, daily life. Now, I thought that this conversation was really dope for them to have because she goes to her therapist to check in, and her therapist kind of lets her know like things aren't necessarily progressing as they would like to see. So maybe they should start to consider alternative options. And by alternative options, she is speaking about medication. Now, I know for me, that is a very, very touchy subject because I don't know, I couldn't imagine being presented with that. I struggle with, well, this might be TMI, but I struggle with even like when I was younger, I had really, really bad periods and I would not take medicine. Like I refuse to take medicine just because I don't like the idea of leaning on a substance to mitigate or to manage or basically to have some type of control over me or parts of my body or bodily function. So I completely understood where Jazz was when she was completely apprehensive at the start of this episode with like, I'm not going to get on antidepressants, then I'm going to be hooked on them. Like all these things actually go through your mind. And I think that this episode does a great job of exploring the various different sides of the argument around antidepressants, as well as the psychology behind why someone would or would not take it, or specifically a Black person, why they would or would not be more prone to take it. Ultimately, Jazz decides that she is going to go ahead and get onto the medication, which I think is going to be interesting to see how this plays out moving forward. I think now, like, I completely understood the arguments that the people made for it, of like it's not making you weak or it doesn't show that you are like weak in any areas. I love that Doug emphasized that she's not any less of a strong woman for needing help in this way. I think that that's great. I think my only objections to it now is that I just think that the United States as a country relies entirely too much on pharmaceuticals, and like our healthcare system is literally in a chokehold by the big pharma, and I don't necessarily believe that all of the pharmaceuticals that we get prescribed or pharmaceuticals that we are supplied with actually help us, even though in this case these antidepressants are definitely something that is a solution to her deep depression and to like giving her the jump start that she potentially needs, because it definitely could be like a chemical imbalance as well playing into her real life circumstances that of things that are also making her down. So that's like a whole other thing. I just love that they actually took time to explore a lot of the conversation. I think the only thing that they didn't explore was the conversation about Big Pharma, and that's a conversation that Erica always has whenever that kind of stuff comes up. But I digress. Now, going to Doug, he shows up for Jazz because one of the friends or all of the friends text him and let him know exactly what's going on with Jazz, and he shows up for her, and I absolutely love this. Y'all, I'm still shipping them. I want them to get back together. Kayla is cute and all, but she ain't Jazz. Jazz and Doug were it, and I feel like they've come through, some situations in the past few months. They have learned and grown on their own, that they really could come back together and be a really healthy couple. And I think that's what we're getting the seeds of, because in this episode we do get to see Doug being happy and waking up with Kayla and they just clicking. He's supporting her little interview and all of that, but then he has to leave to go support Jazz, and then when he comes back, Kayla's like, yeah, I want to take this to the next level because I really missed you not being here. And he's just like, it's good where we at, let's not do that. And I definitely think that part of that is because he was able to reconnect and show up for Jazz. And like, I think one of the biggest things that played a part in Jazz and Doug going their separate ways was Doug not feeling needed or just not feeling like the man in their relationship. Now, he definitely was losing his damn mind and leaning into toxic masculinity and all that, but at the root of it, I think that that's what it was. So him in this episode having the opportunity to show up for her in the moment that she really needs and provide really great advice, I think is something that's going to just push him back down that Jazz road, and I'm really excited about it. Now, in other non-threatening random news Zoey and Vivek are standing by as Anna goes to get Zoey stuff from Aaron's apartment because Zoey doesn't want to see Aaron. And then Vivek convinces Zoey after a butt dial from Anna that Anna and Aaron started smashing again. So they run over there. And I'm just like, y'all... You know what? I ain't even mad. Process your breakup, Zoey, how you process your breakup, girl. But you know good and dang on well Anna would not do that to you. And you know good and dang on well Aaron definitely still wants to be with you. But, you know, just from y'all circumstances, that's what it is. He's not jumping into bed with your friend immediately. Like, that boy really does love you. And Vivek, Anna ain't your girl, bro. Stop trying to make fetch happen. You got lucky the first time. All right, y'all, that is my breakdown for episode 13 from season 4 of Grownish. I'm really hoping the series continues for quite a while, even after these kids graduate or these young adults graduate. I'm really excited to see what that conversation in that story looks like. Let me know what y'all thought of the episode, as well as what you're feeling about the show so far in the comment section down below. And if you like Grownish, you might really like Bel Air. So go ahead and check out this video next and jump into the Fresh Prince reboot, as I am breaking down all of those episodes right here on the channel as well. See you in the next one.